What's going on, guys? Now is the perfect time, in my opinion, to take YouTube serious. Why am I saying this? Now is literally the best time to start making videos than ever before. When you think about it, between how easy it is to make videos using cell phones that have got great cameras, great microphones, that's all you really need at this point. Put it up on this thing called the internet, and it actually goes out to a ton of the world population. Anybody who's got the internet access, they've got access to you and your content. Plus, you have this third component, and the fact that people always, since the caveman days, since the beginning of us humans, we've always craved community and connection. We don't want to feel isolated or alone. We want to feel a part of something that is bigger than us, that provides us with a sense of meaning and a sense of purpose, where we can contribute to the tribe, so to speak. But then we're also there to be validated and to be comforted when we need that as well. So between video tech, internet, and how we are naturally as people, now is the best time and the easiest time to start making videos. It's crazy. YouTube has over 2.49 billion monthly active users. So let's see if your boy Adam can write 2.49 billion. How many zeros do we need for this bad boy? Let's see, that's 1,000 billions. Okay, 2.49 users on YouTube every single month. That is insane. How about this? Think about it, and the fact that that is over 1/3 of the entire world. Talk about crazy access. There are people that are like, oh, it's too saturated. There are so many people out here doing it. I can't make that work. Another crazy fact for you is that 1 billion hours of, see, that's only 1 million. How many zeros do we need? So there's 1 billion hours of daily watch time happening across YouTube globally, and you don't think you can snag just a little slice of it. It is not oversaturated, and all you need to get monetized, I think you need 4,000 hours of watch time in a 365-day period, which honestly at the time of this recording, I haven't hit that. But you start thinking of this number, so let's ask my calculator over here. Hey Google, 4,000 is what percentage of 1 billion?
The answer is 0.0004.
0.004%. So that's what you need. You need 0.004 of the daily watch hours within a year's period to become monetized. Maybe that's not really your goal with YouTube, and that is totally fine, but the numbers are staggering. The percentage of the global internet population, people that have access to the internet and use it, 95% are on YouTube. What? 95% of all the internet users are using YouTube. They are watching videos. There's room for you. And the cool thing, getting away from this statistics for a second, is that YouTube literally supports any video style. You can go live, you can do super raw, you can do unedited videos, you can do super Mr. Beast style with all the tricks to capture and then retain attention. You can do long videos that are 4+ hours, 10 hours, whatever. You can make them really, really short. They can be essentially a minute or two. You can do the vertical shot. This content is working. Whether you want to do selfie and vlogs, cinematic vlogs, shout outs to Life of Riza, she's an OG in my eyes when it comes to that. Or you do talking head videos where you set the camera up, lock it off, meaning it doesn't move, and you just do this thing with your hands, and then you look in the camera and you talk. You can do tutorials, you can do podcasts, you can do faceless videos. In fact, almost every morning, this chair over here, I'll sit over here with my coffee and kind of warm up for the day. I've got a TV over here that you can't see over here because the camera is stuck. But a lot of times what I'll do is, just for the ambience, I'll put on one of those looping videos that looks like you're just sitting next to the lake and it's beautiful, and you hear a little bit of this fire crack and then the birds chirping. That is just how I like to experience my mornings. This faceless YouTube channel, by the way, makes serious money, and the watch time is bonkers. And the good news too is, if you're new or thinking of getting started on this video creation journey, people are beginning to prefer more of the authentic, raw, less produced videos, because psychologically people gravitate towards the things that they know, that they like, and that they trust. And authentic videos win big for this. So you don't need high production quality. You don't need all of these things that you probably think you do. You don't have to edit your videos like Mr. Beast, like this retention editing for your videos to do well, and really connect to the people in the world that will really enjoy not only your content but you as a brand as well. In fact, Mr. Beast recently shared that he's dialing back on the pace of his videos. All of the flashes and explosions and quick cuts, he was always trying to change something within 1 second for a while, but he's making some more space, that there is breathing room for storytelling, character development, and authentic moments, because that's what people are looking for. The top dogs are doing this, and of course, as we know, everything is kind of on the pendulum. Got this thing and it swings back and forth. There is momentum that goes one direction and until it's forced to the opposite direction. So think of skinny jeans versus baggy jeans. Think of Crocs back then in the days and then Crocs now. Think about the sun and the moon going up and down. They are the opposite of each other, constantly moving. And because the algorithm truly is dictated by user behavior, it's not some sort of masterful robot in the background that is forcing manipulation on everybody. It's because of how people are reacting with content, and it just cranks that up as it just sees trends. This means that you can also ride the waves of the algorithm to catapult you and your brand to so many people. Remember, it's a third of the world's population. So yeah, YouTube is easier to do than ever, but YouTube also applies to everyone, no matter your objective is or not, whether you're a personal trainer or a business using this for marketing or just like storage space, video content that you use for internal processes. So on my channel, you can see all these stages of progression of my life, and my channel represents me, the personal brand or the story of me, and that's what is awesome. And I love that my kids will have access to this even after I'm gone. I mean, think of how valuable that is for a second. Like, business aside, if I had hours and hours of footage of thoughts and experiences that were documented by my grandparents, my great-grandparents, that would just mean the world to me. And when my parents are no longer here, obviously that will hit really close, because those are the people in your family tree that made you, that literally made you and raised you to be who you are. So for me, when they are not here anymore, I want to be able to hear their voice, and that's what YouTube can do for you and your family, or the people that you love that are in your circle. So my point is here, start making videos, regardless of what they are or what your reasoning behind it is. But if your goal is to grow your YouTube channel or just use it to help promote your brand, you just need to recognize that these videos are extremely high leverage when done right. And what I mean by that is the effort that you put in versus what you get out from that effort is very unproportional. You don't have to do much. You can put out one video, if that goes out, and start gaining a ton of traction and bringing new people to your business, or to even just you as a personal brand. Not only would your YouTube channel start climbing and become monetized potentially, if you like to. So there's earning potential from that. But if it's for your business, you are probably driving more revenue in the business, so that would be a double win. That is a very high leverage. And the truth is that media creation and distribution is the highest leverage effort that any brand could ever do. And there's no sense of that ever changing either. I mean, why do you think that the best brand also have a YouTube channel? Exactly. Now I know you're facing this conundrum where you're like, aren't you supposed to zig when people are zagging? But I would say be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. So it's the opposite of the pendulum that we talked about. And although the principle of that is true, YouTube is so vast that there's room for everyone. Remember, 2.49 billion monthly users. And honestly, what do you think it would take for another platform to show up and compete with YouTube? I don't know, but it would take a whole lot for that to happen. And it won't erase YouTube off the map entirely overnight anyway. So it's a pretty sure thing And look at what the big players are doing. They're investing in not only video content, but doing this on the platform of YouTube as well. And nonetheless, you don't want to place your total trust in anything that you don't have complete control over. But hands down, the best way to protect yourself with your content is to steal the tactic that the top creators are using to show up everywhere online.